Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 7th episode of the 2nd season of Yuru Camp. And last episode we had a fun camping trip. It was pretty cold, you know, our girls, they may have slightly underestimated just how rough like a cold winter camping trip can be, but luckily some people were more than happy to help them, even had their advisor come over to help, and she drank, so that counts as help, right? So that happened. I don't know what'll happen in this episode, that's kind of why I'm here, so let's jump on in. See what that's all about. 3, 2, 1, play. Like we're on a train. She looks excited. And Nadeshko looks like Nadeshko, as she tends to. It's like an empty seat next to her. Nobody wants to take it. I'll take it. I'm at Fujinomiya. I appreciate the Nadeshko focus we're getting so far. And opening. Yeah, Nadeshko wasn't really part of things last episode, so she can be part of this episode. I still don't know why the seat next to her was empty, though. Like, there was somebody standing. They could have just taken that seat, I would imagine. Bum, bum, bum. And we are back into it. Ooh, that's a nice picture. That's definitely desktop wallpaper worthy. That was an important picture. Yeah, that was also very important. Our saviors. That's just what Rain does. You really should do that. Pray to her at least once a day. Can't stop people from worshipping you. Nadeshko's solo camp planning. Why do you gotta be that way? I mean, I'm more than happy with it being just the two of them, don't get me wrong. Yeah, the show is just all about getting those new experiences. She is the best person to ask. Unintentional encouragement, the best kind. Glue maps. Like Google. Okay, I get it now. That would be pretty smart. Getting that first-hand experience from someone. Oh, that makes it harder. Okay, is that why we see her on the train later? Earlier, later, different time than now. That's it's a nice moped. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of confidence in Tedesco. Ooh, this is very valuable. That would be really smart, actually. Because that's a horror movie setup, you know, not being able to get a signal out in the middle of nowhere. Definitely important. They need to know where to go if you don't come back. Yeah, it's when you gotta find a nice bush. You don't want to end up like that. I definitely have a very concrete plan. Then go to sleep. Also bring sake, very important. How much did you hear? Yep, it was. Good thing she was there. Is it getting good? Not a terrible idea. For sure. I want to believe you. Oh. We'll see how much of that Rin lecture sunk in. Now she's all alone. Kind of want them to solo camp together. Oh. Oh. Do you not approve? Does Onei-chan think that's not a great idea? I mean, I understand. Oh, okay. What are you gonna do with it? Buy it in my family. So it's like some kind of tracking thing. Yeah, let family know where I'm going. Checked off. We did that. That went well. Choose a campsite. Okay, she actually wrote it down. That's good. I feel more confident now. Was that lady just sleeping? Oh, that's a lot of text. I did not read much of it. You know, cooking area. I can't read that fast. And I can't pause either because of my reaction format. We got the snacks. I think we're about ready. Just gonna add Bring Rain on there, and we'll be good. And they never saw Nadeshiko again. I kid, I'm sure she'll be fine. About 80% sure. As always, great looking environments in this show. So breathtaking. Yeah, it's cold. I mean, the door is literally wide open. Creaky stairs. Please help yourself, because we won't. Oh, I actually have Kotatsu up there? Wow. That's pretty cool. It really does kind of feel like that, doesn't it? It really does look like you're just at someone's home. Glad to see you're still alive, Nadeshiko. I don't suppose you want to share with me. I'm glad to see you're having fun so far. Okay, are we gonna stick our face in that? She was way ahead of me. I'm sure it'll be great. Something smells good. There it is. I knew we could find it. Nothing like some nice hot food on a cold day. There's a temptation to a bit too tempting. Could you imagine Nadeshiko with a moped? Good work, sir. Wow, it actually talked back. I mean, so do acorns in this show, so... And as the best. Right. Okuyama Nashi. Some of these names are hard to remember, I'll be honest. Saito Baito. Oh, now I'm a little bit worried. Chikawa, give her back her phone. It's just so weird seeing Nadeshiko by herself, because she's the kind of character that really thrives like being in a group, or at least with one other person. Like she just has that sort of, you know, sociable aura. Oh god, we should have went to the other place instead. Is it? I wouldn't know that. But I mean, it could be hers. Yep, that is her. I guess her suspicion was correct. Was it worth the wait? I guess we'll find out. I will have the house special, please. Gomoku Shigure. I'll have whatever they just said. Yeah, I saw that come. Not quite sure what that is, but I suppose we'll find out. Watching a man at work. That is a cool thing about these kind of places where you can actually see the whole process. Mesmerizing. It's really impressive he can do this with his eyes closed. As her eyes are just like maximum opened through the entirety of it. Honestly surprised she waited for him to finish it before she ate it. I was just waiting for her hands just to dart towards it. Always turn your cell phone off when you're stalking someone. That's stalking 101. And yep, there she is. She heard that. She's probably got a question or two for you now. And there it is. The finished product. Looking pretty damn good. Yeah, Warstick Gabashibish sauce, yeah. Yeah, he can tell that she enjoyed her meal. Probably is. I would like some more food, please. Ooh, that does sound good. Cheesecake. bit of an awkward silence here. If only you were eating out with Nadeshiko right now, rather than drinking with her sister. Oh, something to bond over. Yes. Really, it's weird seeing these two together. That she did. Which Reed knows all about that. I really don't blame her one bit. But Nadeshko, she's got this. Their phones go off at the same time. I mean, it's gotta be from Nadeshko, probably a mass thing. Shopping and then head to the campsite. That's a Queen's Bath. Well, that was nice, I suppose. Yeah, Queen's Bath literally says that. Are you enjoying your bath, my queen? Would have been nice if Reed would have joined her in there, but oh well. Good job. Good old glue maps. You know, it's hard to imagine there used to be a time when Google Maps didn't exist. I just so vaguely remember that, the days of having to unfold a big old map in your car and just try to figure out where you're going. Google Maps being like a bajillion times better than more convenient than that. You know, it's like especially useful if you go somewhere really far away. Like in a place where they don't speak your language, so just asking for directions is tricky. You can just have glue maps just help you out there. It is so hard not to fall asleep listening to that ED. Hitori no Kyampu, camping alone. I guess that makes sense as a title. Yeah, the camp rules and that delicious food. Okay, there you are, cursor. I knew you were around there somewhere. So, that was the 7th episode of the 2nd season of Yuru Camp. And yeah, the title was something that was something like, you know, solo camp preparations or whatever, and that's pretty much what the episode was all about, right? We knew Nadeshko wanted to go on her solo camping trip, you know, Reed kind of inspired her to do so, because that was kind of Reed's thing. You know, I mean, it's still her thing. She just, you know, dabbled with camping with other people, right? It's still very much a Reed main sort of thing. So Nadeshko, of course, wants to try it too, and Reed giving her some advice on what to do was great. It made a lot of sense. I do like how she wrote them down, you know, because I was worried she might forget But if you write things down, you probably won't forget. That's the benefit of doing so, right? And she can even like mark them off as done, done, done. And some of the advice was stuff like let people know, where you're going, which is extremely important. Like probably the most important thing on that list. Because if you disappear, your friends and or family really need to know where to go to look for you, right? That's very important. And also, yeah, the one being your cell phone tower, that's also pretty important, so you could, use your cell phone in case you need to. Yeah, so just really good advice there for sure. And, with the whole winter camping with the group, the other group, we learned that the importance of making sure you're fully prepared, because they were semi-prepared, but they weren't like as prepared as they needed to be, and that just really gives across the importance of that aspect, right? So, the more information and stuff we can give Nadeshiko to make sure things go well, the better, right? So, and it's nice kind of like musical montage of her like getting all set up for that. She was in classes at some point in that, but like, the class wasn't at all important. We have no idea what the teacher was saying. It was just Nadeshiko was purely focused on the camping thing, which makes sense because an anime usually whatever the activity of that anime is, it usually takes priority over the school, whatever they learn in school, right? So it's to be expected. And yeah, Nadeshiko's pretty excited about doing this. It's great to see her all excited, right? She went to this yakisoba, restaurant place, and because I guess her sister said to go there, and it was a little bit busy, but eventually we conquered the line, and she went in there and just ordered what everyone else ordered, and she quite liked it. Like this guy had to try to make his food as Nadeshiko just like circled eyes staring at it the whole time. That's got to be a little bit it's got to feel a bit of pressure there, I would imagine. But we also had some stuff with the sister, Sakura, I believe her name is. Never really remember her name, honestly, but Rin said her name enough in the episode that I remember it, at least for the time being. So, yeah, Rin met up with her. It started off with some stalking, but eventually she realized that Rin was stalking her because of the classic phone makes noise at the wrong moment sort of situation, right? Because, of course, Nadeshiko is, like, periodically sending her messages and stuff because she's all excited, sending pictures like, hey, I arrived at this place, isn't that cool? And she, like, takes a picture of the place with her face in it, of course she does. So yeah, she does that with her and with her sister, of course. So yeah, those two got to hang out this episode, which was quite interesting. But they bonded a little bit over some moped travel movie thing. I don't know, but it was something to talk about. But yeah, that was definitely weird to see those two together like that, because they haven't hung out before, so it's a bit odd. And yeah, I don't think there's too much more to say on the episode than that. Just, it was very much set up for the trip, and next episode we're gonna like really get into the full meat of Nadeshiko's solo camping trip, right? Actual tent set up and fire building and food cooking and walking around, like the full camp experience. We'll get that next episode most likely, and that should be pretty fun, right? So. I would have liked Rin to go with her, but, I'm aware that would stop it from being a solo camping trip. I am aware of that. It's just I want it to happen. That's just all it is. So I thought I'd mention it a couple times, but yeah, if she wants to go on a solo trip, that's fine too. Like I'm fine with it. I'm happy for her. She can do what she wants, So hopefully she has a good time there. I'm sure she will. I'm sure she'll come back with all sorts of fun stories about her trip and excitedly tell it to Rin and them. So that should be cool. But for now, this is the end though, so bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.